350 million tons of plastic waste are produced every year. How many of you ever thought that if we just look at the trash long enough, it's gonna disappear by itself? I tried it too, but unfortunately, this kind of magic only happens in fairy tales. In real life, magic needs a little help. That is our help, normal humans. Now, I want you to take a moment. I want you to close your eyes and imagine the place you come home, the place you love the most, was treated with indifference by people around you. When I ask you to do it, I really want you to feel it. This is not just my questions only. This is my reality. I was born and grew up in a small coastal town located in Khánh Hòa province, Vietnam. And day by day, I was witnessing my hometown was suffocated under trash, plastic, marine pollution, floating day after day in the water. But the thing is, no one seemed to care. Although there are lots of awareness campaigns to raise the local people, but it didn't create many long-term and positive changes at all. When it comes to the Lunar New Year Eve, 2024, and after the celebration, the local square was full of trash littered by the local people. And at that time, I decided to call my friends to clean up with me, but their indifference struck me. And I realized that words only couldn't address any problems. If I want to change this, I have to lead by example. At that time, I decided to pick up the trash by myself, one piece at a time, at a place where people could see me. And after that night, I couldn't stop thinking, what would happen if a small action could turn it into something which is really bigger or something really important and meaningful? I decided to create my own project. Although I was majoring in tourism and travel management, and I actually have ignorance about environmental science, but I decided to found my own project in March of 2024. The Green Planet. At the first time, we usually face up to lots of doubts from the local people. I usually ask myself like, why do we have to bother? Or just cleaning up today, it's gonna get dirty tomorrow. But the thing is, our persistence has paid off. Just only 2 months ago, the guy who's kept skepticism toward us decided to wake up at 5 a.m. on Sunday and decided to engage in our project. And he told me that I couldn't stay away anymore. This is my hometown, and I want to create something. I want you to do something which is really meaningful for our communities as well, because I'm more than 50 years old. Just only one person like me. And later on, we engaged more than 300 volunteers in our community. We also collected 35 tons of plastic waste in our ocean. And most importantly, we reached more than 200,000 people on social medias. If that happened, I think that climate change could not be a very hot potato anymore. I hope so. And it's made me ask myself like, just a very small action, I can create magics. So what would happen if we can empower the whole generation to see their worth? I usually use the image of plastic cup to talk about the youth potential. But just wait for a second. What would happen if we do not consider the plastic cup like a trash, but like a potential material for recycling purpose? It's easy to throw it away, right? It's just like the youth. People usually say that the youth is lacking of experience, commitment, or direction. But what would happen if, instead of discarding it, we repurposed and gave it a new meaning? To everyone, I have a lot of chance to work with lots of incredible and amazing people who usually told me that change isn't just an individual journey, but a collective forces. They inspire me, they lead me, and they work alongside me. And this is my next generation. We can ignore or we can empower to become a leaders of tomorrow. And giving them an opportunity to transform and inspiration turn into actions. And I saw this firsthand throughout the story of Duy Thang, who was just 16 years old and a high school student. When he firstly engaged in our project, we also saw a very great potential in him, a natural ability to create changes and to lead the order. We decided to offer and provide him with lots of training courses and needed support to become a key member of our project. And time flies. He's now also capable of organizing and leading the whole team to do the cleanups every time. And it's just like a living testament of inspiration turned into purpose. His story reminds me that leadership shows no ages, but it starts with passion and nurtured by opportunities that grow into force and transform not only the individuals, but also the entire communities as well. And finally, we gather a group of opportunity on edges. This is the thing that we find really difficult at the first time, but actually now we nailed it. Imagine the ripple effects when we decided to create more people like Duy Thang. All of us have the ability to lift the others up. And your questions today is, what is your plastic cup? And what is one action that you can give a meaning to? And the truth is, leadership isn't waiting for the perfect moment. It's about stepping up despite uncertainties. And if you ever felt that you want to create changes, but don't know where to start, this is your sign. I was just like you. I was not an environmental science, but I have the answers. I have the questions. What if I try? And these questions also change everything. If you have a vision, a course, or a small idea, start small. Start now. Learn from those who've done it before. And connect with a guy who shared the same passion to you. And most importantly, take the first step. Leadership is not a position, it's an action. And the world doesn't need more spectators or audience. It actually needs the makers and doers. If you want to step up, you want to create changes, let's do it together. Because the earth won't wait, and neither should we. Thank you.